Oh, oh. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning into another stream. Today I'm joined by Mr. Haste.
Yo.
If you guys are new here, this is what we do. Typically, at the beginning of each month, we go through our stocks that we have determined worthy of our watch list, and we outline moves that we see going into the next month. We also take at NQ, daily price action. At the beginning of the week, we always take a look back at the week before and see the trades that we took. And then we also take a look at some crypto whenever it's doing good. That CISD.
We also throw dogs.
Fuck, god damn it. Yeah, we also throw dogs whenever I don't fucking show my screen to Mr. Haste, and then I have to wear this dog of fucking shame. See, that's also another reason why I was thinking about putting that second screen or just right above the one, so it provides me with a little bit of a protection layer from dog attacks. Unsolicited fucking dog attacks.
Did I hit you with it?
I think it hit the top of my head.
It's on the stream too. It's the best.
Let me see. If I can play back.
Yeah. The video.
Just go boom. I saw it too. I saw your arm. I checked out boom. I was ready, dude.
We're gonna have to do a slow-mo later.
Oh my god, you fucker. Anyways, if you guys do like these streams, if you want to keep seeing more, give them a like, give them a share. It's the best way to support us. I always say. Check us out on Twitter. That's at the Paper Traders. But other than that, let's get into it. So let's take a look at NQ and what we have going into. Take a look at this past week and what price did. We're only gonna look up to for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Friday and Thursday were just dud days. I don't trade half days personally, and you can see the reason why. Yes, sometimes they do provide good moves, but otherwise, it's like, well, why am I sitting around here when I could be enjoying and spending time with family, right? So let's take a look at Monday, and then we'll go into Tuesday, and then we'll see what we got. So Monday here, swap out our notes. Pretty simple day, right? We didn't Asian session consolidating over here. London session sweeps both sides of it. Price then comes back up over here. Over London session, we can see that I think I did take some shorts over here initially off of this London sweep, but this comes right back into a 15-minute fair value gap where prices continuing to hold. We also have a 15-minute open low high close, right? So this low sweeps the low of the previous 15-minute candle. You can see 1, 2, 3, right? We also have this blunt top on that 15-minute candle as well. Price comes in, sweeps it. We have a VIX fix going off as well. This is a tool that I use a lot of times just to see good buying areas, especially when we retrace into any sort of PD arrays. And then from here, we just buy it, and then we take it to the top of that Friday level. And then we're done, right? Yeah, price kept on going, but we're looking for those for those base hits. Not necessarily base hits, but you make your trade and you fuck off, right? You don't need to capture the whole fucking move, at least for me personally, right? Like, you could, but I feel comfortable with 294 ticks. You know? That's decent. Had my areas, took it there, fucked off. That's Monday.
So it's just Spiller right now.
Yeah. Spiller to the max. I love it. Going into Tuesday, we outlined some levels to the downside, and you can see how price coming into these green lines you see are 12-hour levels that we usually post, and I post them on Twitter. I post them inside their Discord, and we outline them, and we see which ones are important, which ones are not. So you can see right now we're kind of bounced off of this one initially right there on Tuesday, came right into it, bounced out of it for a continuation to the upside. Also held this fair value gap, and then swept all of these. Kind of had a little trouble around this 25, 326.75. Eventually breaking through, or sorry, no, that was 25, 193.75. Eventually breaking through it, and now we're retested this area again. Now it's showing us resistance. can see we swept that previous 12-hour candle. Now looking to retest this 25.32675 back to the downside. Want to see what happens there. But anyways, Tuesday, right? We outlined all these levels to the downside. Over here overnight, we can see Asian session saw some consolidation. London session saw sweep of both sides of the Asian session, which typically tells us that price is going to see a seek and destroy day. Over here on the 5-minute, 850, we got a fair value gap. SFB right there formed out as well. No displacement above the Asian session, which tells us something, right? Price is not willing to continue above that liquidity sweep. So, okay, we're going to start looking for shorts here. We see our first displacement right there. Price retraces into it, rejection out of it. Continuation to the downside going into 930. 930 opens up, sweeps the London session low, reverses back to the upside, sweeps that top right there. I think initially I was looking for longs here off that London sweep to see that continuation to the upside, right? Because we said it's going to be an S&D day, so typically London sweep and then continuation to the upside or continuation to the opposite side, whichever side of the London sweeps. But you can see that price wanted to dig much deeper, which is completely fine with us. We had these levels outlined to the downside, switched gears a little bit, reshorted it, came down over here. Then on the 5-minute, you can see prices coming down and the VIX is slowly rising, right? All of these green levels are telling us something. This 15-minute opens up 945 right there. Immediate to the downside. Next 5-minute opens up, hits this 12-hour. Bodies are holding right there, right? And this is something that we often discuss as well. You can see the closing price of this 945 candle is holding the body of this 950 candle, right? So the sweep to the downside. So first of all, that sweep of liquidity is holding to the upside. Second of all, the body is now above the closing price of the previous candle, so we get that reversal to the upside. A lot of things combined, a lot of confluence here. VIX rising, 12-hour level, previous candle sweep above the close of the body. Okay, we feel confident in our longs. We take some longs to the upside as well. Initially, looks like a little bit of a rejection right there, so we draw out our OTE. Price comes back into the OTE of this range, hits that 705 level. Bodies are holding the 618, and we get that continuation back up to that London high and the retest of this 12-hour level and the previous daily high right there. That's Tuesday. Let's delete that. Where's that long? Yeah, that was that long that we initially wanted to see, right? You can see that we outlined it on stream. We were streaming that morning. We got stopped out. Wanted to see continuation. Flipped hips. Continue to the downside. And off of this reversal, took some off that 618 continuation, at least up to these highs that we had. And then Wednesday was also a pretty decent day. Initially, right, we had the Asian expansion, London consolidation. So New York would be telling us that we would see a continuation to the upside. This is what we use to determine kind of what we can do. In the morning, we come in here, we line this up right there, and we take a look. We say, okay, well, Asia looks like this, right? Okay, cool. That looks like it's going to the upside. London looks pretty consolidated right there to me. Right? Yep, cool. It's in the range. So prices range between 2 price points, which would be like right there and right there, right? You can see the lows, the highs, the lows, the highs. Okay, so New York could possibly see a retrace back below the London session, maybe into the OTE of that session, and then continuation higher, which is pretty much what we did right there. Oh, fucked up my fair value gap. Oh, I'm fucking up so many things. Right there, we'll get that off the screen. So move it for tomorrow. But you can see right there, right? Price initially comes up right there at 950. This is where we see the macro rejection of the 50% of the previous month. Yeah, that is what happened right there. Sweep of the SFP. And then we get that reversal to the downside. Cool. We're taking our shorts from here down to these equal lows. That's 391 points. That's fine, right? We're fucking off right there. Price comes into this fair value gap, this blunt candle, 705 is holding in this area. VIX is also rising, so that gives us that idea that, okay, price is willing to go to the upside because we're within this zone. So our risk to reward right here becomes significantly better because you can see the downside is that much, and then the upside is way up there. Because given our plan, we want to see a New York expansion. It's right there. All of these levels are holding. We get that continuation to the upside. Sweep that previous weekly high. That was the week before. This current, not this current week's previous weekly high, but the week before that. Sweep that, and then now we're just consolidating into the next few days. that was Wednesday, and I hope that made sense. That's all that I got for all those previous days that we've taken. There's our daily plan. We're gonna look at that tomorrow, but right now, I mean, we're done trading. At least I am not trading tomorrow, not until Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm fucking off. Previous weekly high, we already had that sweep right there, right? Previous weekly high sweep. Price comes back over here, retest a little bit, and then Asia session opens up. No CISD, continuation to the downside, and this is exactly where I wanted to come back to, that previous weekly high. Retest that and see what price wants to do over here, because 12-hour, right, we're pretty close to getting that outside 12-hour. Now this previous level that was acting as resistance, right, is now has been flipped. So now we want to retest it back and see if it's actually going to support the price as it previously has been acting as resistance. So that is something that we want to watch for. There we go, there we go, there we go. I did draw out this little thing, this little pattern guy that could, right? This is not a for sure fucking this is gonna happen. Just a precautionary going into December. December does tend to rally, as a lot of people say, fucking Christmas rally, whatever, Santa rally, whatever you want to call it. So, given that this week, what do we got for news? I know non-farm payroll is on Friday, so that's one thing that we should be watching out for. December 1st, Monday, ISM PMI, 10 a.m. Eastern. Fed Chair Powell also speaks at night, so watch out for that if you're trading. We got Tuesday, no news. Wednesday, we have ADP non-farm payroll. Employment changes at 8:15 Eastern, 10 a.m. ISM service PMI, so 30 minutes into market open. Unemployment claims Thursday, 8:30 Eastern, an hour before market opens. Core PCE, prelim University of Michigan, and inflation expectations University of Michigan at 10 Eastern. This is also a fucking banger. It's got bangers on bangers. All right, let's outline these. Let's outline these important levels going into this next week. So, the levels that we always look for. And also, here's a little thing too. You can see if I look back on the hourly, we have this fair value gap right here, right? Price initially was consolidating into it, held a few times, and now that we flipped it, look at where we're rejecting, right at the bottom of that hourly fair value gap. So something to look for, something to notate, but we'll outline previous weekly high, previous weekly low, and the Sunday opening price. Those are always important because if you're looking at a structure of any candle, you kind of want to determine, okay, is this open low high close, open high low close? So right now on the weekly, we did send the wick to the upside, swept that liquidity. Now we're going to be looking for, okay, well, this might be the top of the fucking week, but also we could just retrace back into here somewhere before the continuation to the upside, given that manipulation to the downside for us. Previous weekly low, where was that? Monday. That's probably Sunday somewhere here. There's Monday. That's probably the previous weekly low, huh? Let's cross-check ourselves with the Mr. Haste indicator. Previous weekly low, 24,361.75. 24,361.75. Beautiful. 24,361.75. 24,361.75. If you guys are not on Discord, make sure you come check us out. We got a lot of free indicators for you, brought to you by none other than Mr. Haste himself. Come check them out. See what they're all about. Shorten that bad boy a little bit. Another previous weekly high. Previous weekly high. Where is that? 24, 25, 499.75. 25,499.75. Makes it simpler for you guys to see. And for those that don't like to outline them, that's why they're there, right? Gives you that monthly open, previous monthly open. So monthly open is obviously going to be our weekly open, so that's right there. Daily open, weekly open. 25, 28. There we go. Cool. So that's there. So let's see. Yeah, now we're below that. Let's see, maybe a higher time frame. What price could do? And this is the whole range of the week. Possible, right? If this is a reversal or if this is some sort of reversal, then we can look into the OTE of that whole range right there. 618 is until this little liquidity guy right there. So watch out. Let's see what price wants to do. We're gonna take it level by level. Next serious level, I want to say on the 12-hour is going to be this 23, 25, 326.75, right around that consolidation where everything has happened. A few liquidities resting below right here. So level that we can watch for price to retrace to and possibly see a reaction. If not, then we're getting a fucking outside day, previous day mid. Typically, if a price sweeps previous daily high and we're getting below the 50% of that candle, and that goes for any candle, right? Hourly, 5-minute, 15-minute, 4-hour. Typically watch for 4-hour, hourly, and daily candles. If price sweeps the top of that candle or the low of that candle and then it starts to retrace the opposite direction and gets above the 50% of that candle, so previous day mid, right, or the 50%, then we can be looking for a potential outside day. What was that statistic? That's like 90% fucking outside day guaranteed if we get below that. Yeah, so something to look for here. That previous daily low, right, is not too far off, given that we've already retraced halfway, 580 tickles. That's another 290. That's nothing, given that the range that we've already played. Maybe retrace into this fair value gap on the 15, retrace into that Sunday open, retest it, continue to the downside. But we can look at that tomorrow morning when we're looking at price and when we're stringing together, and we'll go from there. Outside day is likely. Probability is increasing. So let's see here. Let's take a look. I want to look at like a higher time frame of this. So this is our daily, right? Daily fair value gap. We're rejecting a literal top of it right there. Yeah. You can see just like the body did not close over it. The body was still within it. Sweep that previous daily high. Now rejecting to the downside. Let's take a look at the weekly, right? Weekly is also going to be that sweep of that previous weekly high. This weekly was no manipulation to the downside. Let's see how that goes. And this monthly looks fucking, I don't know. This monthly doesn't look that good, to be honest. That retrace was solid, right? But the fact that we were still below the closing price right there of that 25 and 975, and now that we're below the closing price of the previous month right there, that is something that we want to watch out for here and see how price is going to react. So this is previous month close. Previous month's closing there, just so that we know for ourselves that as long as we keep below that level, we can see that continuation to the downside, right? It's the same thing that we talk about with the sweep and the close within that candle, like we were talking about over here on that 5-minute candle with that reversal, right? We saw a sweep of the previous candle low. Price is now above the closing price, so we get that continuation to the upside. And similar thing right there, right? This is what pretty much that month looks like. We have that wick to the upside, but the body is holding below the closing price of this previous candle, so we get that reversal back to the downside to grab some more liquidities. So that's something to watch for. That's something that I will be looking at. Not saying that I'm bearish nor bullish, but we're just playing the price. US 1 honey.
5 minutes CIS, the US fire entry for short.
Yeah.
That would take.
Yeah. US 100. I would not mind a retrace into the fucking 50% of that. However fast or slow they want to do it, it would be pretty solid. But we'll go back to
Why don't... Question.
Uh-huh.
In your trade, could you use mini?
When I trade?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you take a micro too and just leave it? Just let it run.
Oh, see, I've tried it before.
It fucks with you.
Yeah, it fucks with me of like, you know, if it starts going against me, then I'm like, ah, fuck, you know, like I've already made my mind. Like, if I didn't take this micro, then I would be up. And it's like, yeah, it's a few $100s, but it's just like, it's a mental thing to me where I'm like, I'd much rather just take it and then I fuck off. I don't touch it, don't do anything with it, and I'm cool, you know? So it's like, where else am I gonna get paid this in 10, 15 minutes? I'll tell you, my job doesn't fucking pay that.
Nope.
It's the whole thing. I was talking to one of the guys, that Mark guy that trades too. Like, so it's like, well, how do you like trade? I'm like, it's like realizing that it's like, cool, you know, I've made my money right there, however much. At the end of the day, it's more than I make in a day at current job. So it's like, why would I go back in and try to, like, you know, swing for the fucking fences kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a solid move, but I'm comfortable with whatever I made.
Yep.
Especially in the overnight session. I'm not a typical overnight session trader, so I'm like, yeah. This was enough for me right there. That was good for me. Turn one fucked off on one. Even though we do have all of these liquidities, right? The previous daily low looks like a solid target. It's like, okay, cool. I'm out, stress free. Can continue my night and I can stream without me having to like look over at my position. Even though I feel like confident in the trade, you know.
Yeah. What a fucking dumper though.
Mm-hmm.
Abs Bitcoin too.
That's
It's
it.
on like Bitcoin's on the edge of the edge right here.
What were we-
87.75.
Yeah. We said on Bitcoin last week, we said, well, the fact that it's a monthly close, this can provide just a little bounce into the end of this month just because of the whole way that candles are structured, right? Open, high, low, close, right? You never close like a blunt candle. Yeah, sometimes you do. But typically you get that open, low, or open, high, low, close, right? So the low was formed right there. Then we get the retrace, and then we close within right there, that monthly close. Right, so now this new monthly opens up. Okay, cool. If we're manipulating to the downside, we can sweep that previous monthly low. That's going to give us an open low and then high close somewhere into here if that's what we're looking for. Just the way that candles are structuring now. That's this daily CISD rejection right there looks disgusting.
The 4-hour E. Fuck, these are nasty.
Like, look at this fucking fair value gap. No reaction.
Yeah.
Zero. That straight fucking through it.
Yep.
Melt it.
Yep. Those CISD levels are so important. You could literally only mark those out and you'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Look at ETH 4-hour.
Oof. ETH. See, ETH 705, I will happily be like, okay, cool. But also that disgusting. Oh my god. Look at this guy. It's got boop, boop, boop. This is a fucking banger. Fuck is this? Miles from home. Womp 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 womp. Let's see. So that's pretty much that sums it up on crypto. Honestly. That's what I got on crypto. I mean, we can look at monthly charts on some of these, but
There's no point. Just look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, Bitcoin has to hold right here, basically. Here's what I got. This key level I had marked out, and I posted it. This 4-hour OTE, 87.7 right here that we're bouncing off right now.
mm-hmm.
Or last resort is 86.9. Have to hold those, or it's another tip down.
Yeah, I got 86.92.
Yeah, it would pass the hold right here.
That's my
right
level
now.
with that. this weekly little guy right there. That's what we're looking for. Otherwise, it can be just into these like way into like if we're looking on the fucking monthly. This would be that disgusting ass fucking projection that range OTE, or I guess that would be more of like a 3-month. Just like if we're looking on the 3-month candle, we swept the top, we swept the bottom. We don't have any sort of fucking fair value gaps up until this point. These have been retested, right? But we could totally come back down and sweep that if we get below that CISD at 82. Which looks fucking nasty.
Really nasty.
Same thing with ETH. ETH looks fucking foul in the 3 months.
The 4 hours disgusting.
Fuck. Yeah, maybe we get up September or whatever. Up September, yeah. October, November, up December, all the months.
Up September.
Up September. Yeah. That's ooh. Thank you. God, I love when NQ dumps. I don't know why, but the shorts on NQ just fucking are so smooth. Especially with like every time that we consolidate like this shit, oh dude, just melts. Like yeah, previous daily low would be a solid ass fucking target. Even just a little bit below it right there. It's
a melted
25,281 would probably be target for this session.
Yeah, like that's $400 off 2 micros. Like you don't even have to do anything crazy.
Yeah. Yep. It's a solid fucking sweep. Golly.
All you need is an outside candle. That hourly outside. Did you show that?
Mm-hmm.
On NQ? Yeah, just beautiful.
Yeah.
What a dumper.
Fuck. It just keeps on going. What is that? 500 fucking tickle ranger. 840 on the current hourly for 4 hour. Oh man. God.
Spiller.
So I'd be watching out around this little liquidity guy right there. This little sus guy. 15 minutes. Outstanding. But I'm done with NQ until Tuesday. We'll come back tomorrow, take a look at what can happen, but this was pretty much the move. Maybe tomorrow they're just gonna fuck off. But actually, here's what we'll say. And I know this is just an hour into Asia session opening. Hold on, it's typically lasts about 7-2.
Gushing. Oh my goodness.
7-2 to 0-0.
Right off the top of that daily FVG. That's why you gotta be careful around the fills. Like, if you're like hanging out in an FVG, consolidating, and then you like push to the top and fill like that, it's us.
That's right. We'll give a little preview. Let's determine, looking at our chart, what is Asian session doing right now. Asian session looks like this for right now, right? It's definitely, if it comes back, sure, right? We can maybe consider this, but right now, up until midnight, 0-0 right there. This is what Asia session looks like. London, we can possibly expect a consolidation. So that means New York is going to continue to the downside. That's why we are outlining all of these levels, right? You got a bunch of shit on the downside right here. Just like these random fucking liquidities off of those manipulations, and then just a run, right, without getting swept. So something to look for, something to consider, right? We got a bit of room to the downside. Previous 50% of the monthly, that wouldn't be bad. I would say, right? We can on the monthly, we can maybe look for the 50% of this wick, which would be fucking gross, but those are sometimes hit. So right there, CE 24.
What a beautiful dumper.
24,694.50. 24,694.50. Yeah, that lines up right about there. That's where we were talking. We had that CISD. That's about within the OTE of this range if we continue. There's our outside 12-hour.
Go on the hourly one.
Foul. Wow.
Go on the hourly. Yeah, look at that PO3.
Yeah. Pew, pew.
And then if okay, so like zoom out like on the hourly. We need acceptance back under those highs. Like to the left, that red high you have marked out. We need to fall.
This
no,
one.
yeah, we need
Yep.
to fall back under that.
Yep.
So that's the range, and if
Yeah.
we're deviating the
That's what you're
range,
saying. That's right there with that 12-hour as well. I mean, we're close to that red level, but
oh hello class. We can bounce off this liquidity right here too. Crazy.
yeah, there's that 12-hour. Right, that's something that we discussed. Even like, yeah, if we get below it, we're pretty fucked, honestly. Oh, fuck, dude. God, they're fucking gutting this thing. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
Yeah, they can bounce it here.
Yeah. But, like, look at this, right? This is that daily fair value gap. Like, look at the bodies right there. No fucking, not even a fucking want to close above it.
That is nasty.
Oof. Outside day within the first 4 hours of the market. First 2 hours of the market being open. That's fucking.
The whole week's gonna be fucked. There's not gonna be any movement.
Oh my goodness. I feel like we're in for
real.
a fucking treat of a week. This is gonna be either like just a fucking gusher, and this is going to play out like fucking like a Christmas fucking miracle, dude. Like, imagine, just like this would be just fucking atrocious into the end of the year.
Yeah, it would be.
Like, fucking gross. What does the 12-month chart look like?
If we get this 1 minute CISD, I'd fuck off on shorts for a second. If you are short still.
6 month, 3 month. Even like, yeah, this 3 month also looks fucking just. If it comes back below right there, below 24, 839.75, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I like little mini longs right here. Maybe back up to previous state equilibrium.
Yep, we got our outside 12-hour. We still have a blunty 12. What is that low? 25, 301.75. 301.75. Something to look for. Yeah, there's your VIX fix right. Also on the 15-minute. Look how well that VIX fix is rising. Right there. And we said that liquidity is something to watch out for.
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
watching
little
off
guy.
of. Because we get this 1 minute CISD right off that liquidity sweep.
Right.
Like, we can definitely bounce here.
Which could give us a solid, just like, all right, like we talked about, open, low, high, close. They're either going to gun for this liquidity right there, or within these 10 minutes, we can see a little bit of retrace. And then this next hourly opens up, open, high, low, close, and continuation to the downside. But watching this previous data low, because within 10 minutes, they can easily push 157 points. Oh boy, this looks fucking gross.
It is gross.
Oh, look in a getaway gross. I love shorts like this.
Bitcoin's fucking smash fucked.
Bitcoin. God, dude, everything.
No, Bitcoin's fucking gutted out.
Yeah, they fucking.
Daily Bitcoin looks not fucking good.
I mean, monthly Bitcoin does not look fucking good.
Back to 70. I said it like a month ago.
Yep. And also, let me look at the BTC. It's right there. There's this. This still fucking exists. For everyone. This still exists. This projection right there. These two double bottoms, 74. That looks good. That looks delicious. Is that like precision right there? 74 4. Oh, no way. Look at this fucking low.
Wow.
74 for
Oh, that's
2016.
crazy.
I think that's where price is drawing to. 74
Yeah.
for 2069.
That's what I said. Yeah. And then there's discount right below that.
Yep. 74 for 2069. What a fucking low. There we go. We're one lower. One lower. Come on. Outside day. First 2 hours of market open. What the
Why
fuck?
the fuck not?
I know. Those days are fucking saucy.
This 1 hour can spill far. It could go all the way down to 24,607 on NQ. I just want to see if they get this 1 hour fucking CISD. Yeah, this could just be the start of the spilling.
Mm-hmm.
We could spill all day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, London consolidate, like you're saying, off of that daily plan. Asia expansion to the downside. London consolidation. New York continuation to the downside. We got some solid ass liquidities to the downside. I won't lie. Like this one right here, this little fucking spick right there, this little fucking thing right there in the 618. We got plenty. We can fucking outside week this thing if we really fucking wanted to, honestly. Why the fuck not, right? Like the moves that we saw intraday right there, like what is this? Monday was fucking 1,200, 2,000 fucking ticks. All right, it's like why wouldn't we do this? What was that? Fucking Tuesday, your 9 a.m. open, and we go into Tuesday close right there, 4 o'clock. That's another 1,700 points. So like this 800 point range, yeah, we can push it to 1,500 right there. Monday, Tuesday we come in, do another 1,500 right there. Wednesday we come in, do another 1,500. That's your outside week by Wednesday. Why not? Come on. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that'd be fucking insanity. Yeah, like we said, we're gonna be watching this level right there, 25,310. That's gonna be the below that continuation to the downside. We prove it that it's gonna be support. Realistically, it's gonna be more like looking at the previous daily low. If price displaces that, yeah, we're gonna look lower. If price holds that, if we get back above it somehow, then we can continue to the or see at least a range within this current range. The way that Asian session's going right now and what we can do going into the New York session, I think we can see that continuation to the downside.
36.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it's like it's stonks. So we'll just do like a few off of the outlines that we have. Honestly, nothing major.
Bitcoin just tapped that level. I've been talking about that key level. It is 86,956. Got a bounty.
What's a clown noise? Clorox. I will say Clorox. Oh, let me pull this up. And I'll just go through the few that we had. Clorox. I think this weekly, and this is something that you were talking about as well. This monthly looks fucking solid. Sweep up this liquidity, tap into the 705. Weekly wise, weekly we saw this reversal right there. Look at that VIX fix right at the bottom of it. Above the 705. This next body closes above it. Possible retest of this previous weekly inverse fair value gap before the continuation to the upside. That's what I would be looking for. That's also lines up with the daily CISD. That will be good. I think. What you think?
I like that.
Clorox. I have 4 that I've outlined as like my top 4. Lows. This monthly looks really fucking good for a continuation to the upside right there. Tap of the CISD into the 786 holding. We're closing above the 50% of that range, which typically is a good thing for a reversal. Consolidated within this range for a little while, for a few weeks. Honestly, like the whole month of October, the whole month of November. So now will be time to break that CISD level for a continuation to the upside. If we're looking on the daily, we're within this range right there. So as long as maybe we can come back, retest that CISD just for the sake of a range, right? OTE somewhere within that. That's like a 618 right there. TOT, yeah, there's that 618. Lines up pretty well with this order block and with that CISD. Would not be mad or upset if they came back down over here. Give us a solid manipulation on the monthly, but we can also just continue up on the weekly. But that lows above the CISD right there on the weekly, above 2245.03, will be solid for a continuation to the upside. Upstart, I'm liking this weekly SFP. Monthly looks pretty decent with the way that it kept on holding this. You can see the last time we did that, we saw a good bounce. The only thing to watch out for is the fact that we are still below this monthly closing price right there. So we don't want this to be like a buy the wick, get the dick kind of thing that we've been getting on crypto a lot these past 2 months.
2 years.
2 years, yeah. But daily CISD as well with a daily SFP. So maybe they can come back, right? If they retest these levels, then we can be looking for a really solid long off of this area as long as they keep on holding for a continuation to the upside. So that's that one, Upstart. I'll probably set my price alert at 40. Maybe a little bit like right there. 41.60, but yeah, it seems reasonable. Just for a little retrace into the week, right? Every weekly candle opens up, open, low, high, close. We can even look at these for tomorrow, just so we can keep track and see what we're doing. XYZ was another one that I've looked at, and this one looks okay, right? We had an okay consolidation right there. Not the best monthly close, but we tapped that 618, saw an immediate reaction out of it on the weekly. This weekly looks pretty decent with the way that this bottom came in. Still have a volume balance right there. But VIX fix is rising, the missed earnings again, whatever. Above this CISD is really what we would be looking for, above that 66.72. I think we can see a solid continuation, as well as this daily CISD lines up with that negative CISD on the weekly. So realistically, above this daily CISD, I think we can see a solid continuation. This fair value gap is holding, or held the price right there. So let's see what they want to do. That's the 4 that I got. Obviously, we got a lot more. We posted, both of us, Mr. Hayes and I, both posted a full thread from A to Z of the stocks that we're going to be watching going into the month of December. Looked at the 3-month time frame, looked at the monthly time frame, just kind of determined which ones we're going to be looking for. These ones are going to be my top ones, or at least the one like the new positions. I'm still holding some target. So I'm looking for target above the CISD as well on the monthly. Weekly looks okay, right? This is something that we talked about where it looks like at the bottom, right? Not quite the bottom. The retrace one more time. Now we got that SFP. And let's see if we get that continuation into December. Monthly is right there. 3-month doesn't look the best, but also doesn't look the worst. That's, yeah, 3-month OB, previous 3-month sweep. Retrace back into this area. So let's see if they want to pump it. DE, I think you were talking about shorts on this one. This looks fucking disgusting on the monthly. We were talking about the fact that we need above the CISD, that we need above this fair value gap for DE to continue to the upside. They came out with their earnings and absolutely just fucking shit the bed. So that was fucking awesome. Even though they were fucking up, it was a surprise fucking earnings goal. Like their revenue was up, everything was up. Like I guess good news is bad news, bad news is good news. Is what we're gonna keep on fucking doing. Than this, but what was that? I think Trump was talking about this. He's like, we're gonna fix it. The good news used to mean good news and markets would rally, and bad news would mean bad news and markets would fall. And now it's the opposite, and we don't like that, so we're gonna fix it. We're gonna do everything in our power to fix it. So it still hasn't fucking happened, obviously. So let's see what they do going into it. Well, that's what I got for stocks. I guess DDOG, I'll give it one more. DDOG, I'd love to see a continuation to the downside. The way that this monthly closed, this looks pretty fucking nasty. Just like look at the sweep right there. First of all, right? Second of all,
Yeah,
below this closing candle, CISD right there. So if we get below that CISD, we can see a decent spiller to the, at least into the OT of that range. 3 month is also not looking the best. This looks like if they flip it right there, this is going to be a nasty outside 3 month. Within this month, they can just fucking take this shit back. It's like 40%. That'd be fucking nasty. God.
That would be nasty.
Earnings call. When is that? Thursday, December 25th, right on Christmas. Hell yeah. Just fucking open it up. Just gutted. Oh, so close to outside day. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that level, right? That one that we mentioned, 25, 310. The way the bodies, right below. Bodies are holding it. Bodies keep on holding it. But I think now that we're way below the 50% of that previous daily low, the possibility of us getting an outside day is pretty fucking likely at this point. But sometimes they don't fucking do it. You know, they did it someday this week where they came up to that previous daily high pretty close. It didn't sweep it. That's what I got on stonks.
Yeah.
You got anything on there that you want to share?
No,
Bring
I
our
think I'll
attention
keep the rest in Discord.
Sweet.
I think you shared some goodies that I was looking at anyways. That was a beautiful short though. 25,458 entry. It was like $3,000 with a mini. I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. As always, the best way to spread the love for us is going to be by sharing and liking these posts and these streams. So we got 35 peeps in here, so thank you guys for being here. As always, make sure you tune into those morning streams where we outline the market. We also now do the streams on the daily in the morning. We did one on Wednesday. Mr. Hayes joined us as well, which was a pleasure. Keep tuning into those. On the nightly, we're also doing those streams as well, recapping what happened during the day, what we can see going into the next day kind of thing. So make sure to tune into those. But the big ones are going to be Sundays. And Sundays and beginning of the months where we're just like outlining general market, see what's happening, see what we're doing. But those daily ones also bring a lot of knowledge just because, you know, repetition is good. It's a good way to learn. Always backtest, always do your things. Make sure you check us out, www.paperchairs.io. I think there's a Black Friday. What's going on? One more lifetime subscription left, but we're also going to do a giveaway for one of those lifetime subscriptions when we get Mr. Hayes to 3,000 followers. So make sure you do that. 2,000 followers for me, I'll go quit my job, call them in a Trump voice and say, "It no longer works for you. Thank you very much. It now works for me, Donald J. Trump." On that,
Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump. Can't say that on stream. I get fucking. But yeah, on that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace out.
Peace.
Dog coming back. Return flight.